Good morning, family. This is the day that the Lord has made, and let us rejoice and be exceedingly and abundantly glad in it. Family, today is a very special day. People from all over the world are celebrating and commemorating the birthday and the contributions and accomplishments of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So today, family, it is Motivational Monday. And our scripture for today, it comes from Psalms 10th chapter, the 12th through the 18th verse. And it reads as such: Rise up, O Lord, O God, lift up your hand. Do not forget the oppressed. Why do the wicked renounce God and say in their hearts, You will not call us to account? But you do see. Indeed, you know trouble and grief, that you may take it into your hands. The helpless commit themselves to you. You have been the helper of the orphan. Break the arm of the wicked and evildoers. Seek out their wickedness until you find none. The Lord is king forever and ever. The nations shall perish from his hand. Lord, you will hear the desire of the meek. You will strengthen their heart. You will incline your ear to do justice for the orphan and the oppressed, so that those from the earth may strike terror no more. And I want us to hone in on the last two verses 17 and 18. In these verses, I see where God's children have been crying out to him, have been praying to him. And David is saying that God will hear them. God will take care of them. And God will also take care of those who have been treating his children unjustly. I think about 1965. Or even the 60s, before we got to 65, when God's children got together and they prayed to him. They prayed to God because they were treated unfairly and unjustly, and they were facing inequality day after day. And they cried out, and they were courageous enough to take a stand. And they had courageous leaders such as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and John Lewis and so many others who stood up for injustice and unfair treatment. And they went out and did something about it. And God heard their cry. And that's why we have what we have today, the rights that we have. And even though there are still people who seek to oppress a group of people because of their nationality, because of their race, the way they look, the way they practice their belief system, for so many different reasons, people are oppressed because they are poor, because they are without things. The least of these, they have been oppressed by people who have more than them, more money, more power, a strong family alliance. Oppression is still going on until this day, and God does not like injustice. And God sees all things. Just as he did then, he sees it now. And God will take a stand against injustice. He also calls his children to take a stand against injustice, to be bold enough, just as Jesus, to be courageous enough, just as Jesus, to take a stand against injustice, and also to help the least of these. So today, family, I encourage you. Your stand may not look like the stand that John Lewis took or Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. took. Your stand may be in a school, maybe in a church, maybe in the workplace. I don't know where it is, but wherever God called you to take a stand, to take a stand against inequality and unfair treatment, then you go to that place and pray first that God will show you how and to order your steps. So today, family, let's celebrate, let's commemorate, and let's take a stand against unfair treatment, against injustice. Let's go out and help those who are poor, not just poor in finances, but poor in spirit. Each one, if we just help one another, we are stronger together. Be blessed, and I encourage you to take a stand.